Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for the Name Game. So the Name Game is a series where we delve into the history or origin of a name of a crazy Magic deck, and us Magic players like naming our decks crazy illogical things. So we're going to explore different deck names on this series, and we're going to start off with a good one. So today on Name Game, we are talking Ponza. So you're probably familiar with Ponza as a deck. It's basically the green-red land destruction deck in Modern. However, Ponza doesn't necessarily refer to green-red land destruction. If you're playing a red-based land destruction deck, or maybe even any land destruction deck, you can kind of get away with using the Ponza name because of where the deck came from. To trace back the origins of Ponza, we gotta go all the way back to 1998. In the early years of Magic, in the mid to late 90s, we were just kind of developing the theory of Magic, and one of the things that happened in the mid to late 90s was the development of Sly. So Sly was basically the first red deck wins mono red aggro deck, but it's named after Paul Sly, who was a person that qualified for the Pro Tour with the deck. Sly was basically a precursor to Ponza, and what made Ponza unique was it was basically the mono red aggro Sly deck, but with land destruction thrown in. Some Stone Rains, some Aftershocks, ways to blow up lands, and that made it kind of a unique species in the evolution of the Sly deck back in the 90s. But that doesn't solve the name issue, so why would mono red aggro, at the time called Sly, with the addition of land destruction, be named Ponza? And for this, we got to turn to the deck's creator, which was Brian Cowell. So Brian Cowell was a Wisconsin Magic player, and Brian Cowell created the original Ponza deck. And Ponza is actually a shortened form of the deck's original name. It was called Ponza Rata Red, which was shortened to Ponza, and the Ponza Rotten part is actually important because Ponza Rotten is actually a food item. You can still look it up. It is a pizza-esque calzone-ish dish, except the whole thing is deep fried, and it comes from a restaurant called Jimmy's Grotto in Waukesha, Wisconsin. So if you are ever in Waukesha, Wisconsin, check out Jimmy's Grotto. You can taste the history of Magic and the history of land destruction in deep fried calzone-ish form. It looks really delicious. I'm getting hungry just looking at a picture of this Ponzarata, although it also probably will kill you. A calzone is probably one of the most unhealthy things you can eat, and then to deep fry it on top of it, it's gotta just be a heart attack waiting to happen. But that's the name, and that's where it came from. So the original Ponza deck was a evolution of the original Sly deck, brought to us by Brian Cowell from Wisconsin, who really loved him some Ponza Rata pizza from Jimmy's Grotto in Waukesha, and he decided, I'm gonna name my deck after it. So Ponza Rata Red. We dropped the Rata part, and now we have Ponza as kind of a Magic slang term for any land destruction deck. It still comes up to this day. So anyway, that's the origin and the history of Ponza. So let me know what you think. Do you want to see more name games in the future? Is this interesting to kind of look at the history and the origins of these deck names? Anyway, leave your feedback in the comments. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.